This is Jeff with the Hollywood Junket, and I gotta say that you're my all-star. And by that I mean like my favorite guy who's ever appeared on So You Think You Can Dance. Alex Wong from season 10. How are you, buddy?
Good. Doing well. Doing really well.
I have this weird story that I'm gonna tell briefly. So when I first moved to LA and I was sitting in a Starbucks and everybody's like, as a host, you need to have Twitter followers. And I was like, what? I set up a Twitter account and I was like, I don't know who. And then I saw this guy get off this So You Think You Can Dance bus right before they announced the top 20, I think it was. And I was so excited that he was on the show, and nobody knew it, that I tweeted to him privately, and then he followed me. Now, you were like my first Twitter follower.
Yeah, first Twitter follower.
Exactly. It only took me 6 years. I know, right? I was like, I don't know who I'm tweeting to, and then suddenly Alex Wong writes me and goes, well, now you have somebody who knows what you're doing. So it was pretty cool. So it's good to see you. I was actually also here live for your very first performance on So You Think You Can Dance.
Cool.
It's starting to get a little weird and creepy. It feels like a long time ago.
It definitely is.
Do you feel like an old timer now? Season 7, season 12?
Kind of, yeah. I feel really old.
You really? But you're still young. You still have a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of stuff going on, but I just can't, like, the show has lasted so long, and to watch the seasons go by, and it's been incredible to kind of be a part of it.
Good thing. Well, we'll get to your career in a second, but you were back, and I think a lot of people watching at home got really nervous seeing you do Bollywood again, because I know us in the press room, we all just kind of clinched up a little bit because was the start of a really difficult time for you. So was that nerve-wracking at all, or you're healthier than you've ever been?
Not nerve-wracking at all. Actually, the last time I came back, I also did a Bollywood piece, and then like right before that, I did a Bollywood piece for Dizzy Feet performance, and so it's just like I just do so much Bollywood these days, and tomorrow I'm actually shooting some other Bollywood thing, so it's like
so you're like, I got this.
Yeah, but I mean, the injury was not from the Bollywood piece; it was like from like just jumps and things like that. So it like never. That never left a bad taste in my mouth. I never felt scared to do Bollywood or anything. So it wasn't really like, yeah.
Well, you're a stronger man than we are. I get nervous I actually get nervous every time I see you dance, except for I'm also excited every time I see you dance because you're one of the most amazing dancers that I've ever seen. And tonight, you got to help Yaya raise the bar and raise her game. So how was it like, what was it like working with Yaya, who's understandably a little nervous doing Bollywood for the first time?
To be honest, so she's really, really great to work with. She's a super hard worker. We had a lot of trouble because the piece was so hard. I had never done a Bollywood that fast before, and usually by day 2, we're usually about 80% ready. Mm-hmm. And this was the first time where I was like a solid like 35% ready at the end of day 2, and like the executive producers were like pretty pissed when they saw the video of us doing it because we were like. It was so bad, and so we were pretty nervous. But then we literally practiced like a lot, and then like I pushed her a lot to like make sure like to get like everything really clear and stuff like that. So we eventually got to that point, but it was definitely tough.
So when we see the package, we go, oh man, I hope she's going to pull it together, which is part of the packaging, right? So when you were up there on stage with her, did you get a sense that she felt secure up there and that you were there supporting her? Do you think she felt that the whole way?
Yeah, I mean, I think after, I'd say about like day 4, we were like pretty confident in it. It felt good. It was just like leading up to it, it was so fast. Like on the second day, even when Twitch came in, like there was just nothing to show because it was we couldn't do any of it. Yeah. And it was like I was even nervous that I wasn't going to be able to do it. I didn't want to let Nicole down. I didn't want to let her down. So I mean, it was nerve-wracking for that.
So every season, do you have a favorite? And you don't have to say who it is because we know we're never going to get that out. But do you feel like this is the one that's going to win? And are you usually right or right half the time?
I'm always right.
That's just his life. If we've learned anything about Alex is always right.
No, I'm just saying I'm always right about my predictions. No, I always know who's going to be top 4. I kind of call it from the beginning, and then but yeah, I definitely have my favorites, and I definitely have ones that I'm supporting. You know, there's a few that I know, so. Yeah.
Well, I'd say as a longtime fan of the show, not at all creepy, it's really great to see individual performers, especially the ones that we've been following, kind of start appearing on things. And you were the guy that, like, for the longest time, I was like, there's Alex again. You're on Smash one moment, and then suddenly, of course, you're in Newsies, and you appear. And I always want the show to make a bigger deal out of it because it's a big deal to me. I'm like, Alex, he should come out with, like, streamers, and you know what I mean? And suddenly you're just dancing in the background. So things are going well. What's up next for you?
I just finished King and I on Broadway, and then tomorrow I'm actually shooting another TV show called Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. It's a new show on CW. So just kind of lots of just working.
Are you going to be doing anything that doesn't involve dance?
Hopefully. I mean, I've had a lot of meetings and stuff like that, and to do more acting and still singing a lot of stuff. So you know, all the entertainment.
We'll be seeing you around. So like 2 years from now, I'm going to run into him again. He's like, hey, you keep popping up. It's good to see you, Alex, man. As always, like, continued success, man. Jeff Locker for Hollywood Junket with Alex Wong.